Mike Murdock. My little clock here on my wall shows 7:22 on this favor Friday night. A lot of stuff is happening. This month is my 58th year of ministry around the world in 92 countries. TV, radio, you name it. I think one day they counted 38,000 times I had walked to a pulpit. I don't know that that's true. I've written over 1,000 love songs to the Holy Spirit. And let me talk to you a little bit. I received the baptism of the Holy Spirit on a sunny night in Franklin, Louisiana. A great lady and her husband. She said, "I'm not leaving till you speak in unknown tongues." I was 10, but it happened probably about 45 minutes. At the age of 15, at Sabine Tabernacle in Beaumont, Texas, a famous preacher named Harry Hodge threw a mantle like a towel over my shoulder, and all of heaven exploded in my heart, and I knew the Holy Spirit experience was really, really real. Wednesday morning, 7 o'clock, July 13th, 1994, I fell in love with the Holy Spirit. I cried all day. I wanted to leave the ministry and just stay in the secret place for prayer the rest of my life. I canceled a lot of meetings because I didn't want to stay out of his presence. I wrote song after song. I've written over 1,000. There is nobody like you. I love sitting at your feet. I will do things your way. You will be happy at my house. I promise you will smile most every day. Someday you will believe someone, and that day will decide what you become for the rest of your life. The Oral Roberts Ministry recorded 37 of my songs. He's a healing Jesus. Don't give up your dream. Jimmy Swaggart sung Jesus, just the mention of your name, all over the world. Mercy rewrote my life. Mick Jagger wrote me some months ago, the famous rock and roll star, and asked, could he put that song in a movie? Of course. And he sent me a nice seed, a check for royalty. I cashed the check and gave all the money to everybody at the Wisdom Center that night. Your experiences decide your prejudices, your experiences that you have in life. I had a real bad experience the first time I ever went to Brazil. And I thought I'll never go back. And then when I went back years later, I married a woman from Brazil. It's easy for me to love. Your experiences can be misread, misinterpreted. If you had a bad experience with a white man, you're going to hate whites. If you had a bad experience, it was called names, the N-word, by a group of young whites, you'll always feel bad about whites, vice versa. Your experiences with God are critical. I'm going to share a little crazy thing that happened. Me and Miles Monroe I don't know a smarter man in Christianity than Miles. We traveled many miles together all over the world. Just as we was going on the plane to fly to Ghana, we were both in the airport in London, England. A man walked through the turnstiles, and Miles said, "Guess who that is?" You know who that is? I said, "No. Third most famous hockey player in the world." I said, "You're kidding." Wow. The guy walks over there. "Hi, Miles." Miles said, "I want you to meet my friend, Mike Murdock." He said, "You are Mike Murdock?" He said, "I have your books in all of my houses. I'll be right back." And when he came back, he had a bag about 11 inches high, about 6 inches wide, full of money. English pounds, full of money. And he looked at me and says, "I can't be around Mike Murdock and not sow a seed for the ministry." Everybody was getting on the plane. I started putting all of his bag of money in all my pockets. And I thought to myself, they're going to think I'm a drug dealer as sure as the world. I was stuffing the money in all my pockets that this famous athlete gave to me for my ministry. And the Holy Spirit said this to me, and I've never forgotten. He said, "I can get money to you anywhere in the world." I can't get over that statement. Here I was in London, England, in the airport. I'm going to Ghana, West Africa. I think it's West. And a man walks up to me with a bag of money, and the Holy Spirit says, "I can get money to you anywhere in the world." Everything we have came from God. Everything. My eyesight came from God. The songs that Mick Jagger, the rock and roll star, loved came from my God. Jesus, just the mention of your name, that Jimmy Swaggart sings all over the world. He's 12 years older than I. Wow, that means he's like 90. He's hitting on 90. Wow. Thank you, family. Let me mention it again. My free book for you, book 333, Seeds of Wisdom on Joy. It's yours. Make one phone call to 855-5-WISDOM. I will mail this book to you absolutely free of charge, anywhere you are in the world, if you call 855-5-WISDOM. I'm coming back again. I've got a story to tell you.